running for president in one of the most competitive races in history. Please welcome Senator Hillary Clinton.
Great to see you.
Oh, it's great to see you. You look, I don't know how, but rested and shiny and bubbly.
Well, here's one of the reasons. I have a gift for you.
Really?
Now, when we were in New York together some months ago, we were talking about how sometimes, you know, when you're all keyed up and you're working so hard, it's kind of difficult to find time to sleep.
Right.
Right. So this is one of the secrets to my being able to sleep on airplanes and in cars, and it's made specially for my campaign. There are only two in existence. You have one, I have one. It's called a Bucky, and you put it around your neck.
Look at that. I have a Hillary
campaign
pillow.
logo. That's right. And you lean back. It supports your neck. So now, while she takes a nap, I thought I would talk to you. I got to tell you, it has saved me, because you know how when you're sleeping and you're in a car or plane, all of a sudden you go like this and your neck starts to move like that, and all of a sudden you're all sore and everything. This keeps your neck in place. I mean, I'm not doing a commercial, really. I just thought when I got one, I thought.
What's great too is you look so attractive in it.
With your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate it very much. This is the ticket then, because you are so busy all the time, and I don't know how you do it. So I was just talking to Ramiel about, you know, being criticized on national television, and of course you're a politician, you're going to get. But to be fighting for something you believe in so much, and to have people announcing that you should stop, that you should let Barack continue to save the Democratic Party and let Barack continue. I mean, what does that feel? I mean, I know you're strong. We know you're a strong person, but still, to have somebody say to you, just stop right now, get out of it.
Well, you know, boys used to say that to me all the time. And I figured, you know, this contest is close. I don't think either one of us should get out. We should let people vote. There are a lot of states that haven't voted yet. They deserve a chance to have their votes counted. And I just feel like I'm doing this for myself, obviously, because I believe so much in what our country can be again once we finally get through with President Bush and get back to being America we know and love. But I feel like I'm doing it for a lot of people who believe in me, who have voted for me, who care about what I care about, and I'm not going to quit. Why would I quit? This country's worth fighting for. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying going out there and talking to people and hearing what's on their minds.
All of the things that you talk about are important to me and important to everyone. One thing that's very important to me, and another reason that I like you so much, just today, this was just announced that you're going to defend gay rights as president and eliminate inequalities for same-sex couples in federal law.
I want to tell you a story about that, because you know, my mother, who's still alive and lives with us, she and my dad moved to be with us when we were in Arkansas. And they moved into a condominium that they bought, and it was great because then they could be near Chelsea, and we used to spend a lot of time with them. And the couple next door was a gay couple. Now, my late father, you know, that was all news to him. And so he would spend a lot of time with these men. They would come over, they would help my mother, they would do yard work, they'd sit and talk to my father about sports and the stock market. And one time, you know, my mother and father were watching a television show, and something happened, and there was a gay couple on, and my father said, oh, I just don't know what I think about that. I'm not. And my mother said, well, what about our neighbors? He goes, well, what do they have to do with that? You know, when my father died, after he'd had this massive stroke, he was in the hospital for so long, and I was there, and Bill was there, and Chelsea, and my brothers, and everyone. You know, my father was a very strong person, and although he was brain dead, he did not die. And so they were thinking they were going to have to move him to a nursing home. And so my mother, the people that were with her the whole time were her two neighbors. And when my father did finally die, it was one of his neighbors who was there with him holding his hand. Well, fast forward, one of the men got sick and was in the hospital. But because they had no rights, his partner was not allowed into the hospital. And the family of the man who was sick could say, no, he's not a member of the family. They had been together since Vietnam. One was a doctor, one was a nurse. And all of a sudden, the partner was a non-entity. That made such an impression on me. And I am going to do everything I can to make sure that, you know, people like you and Portia and others have a chance to have, you know, rights to be able to go to the hospital, to inherit property, to make sure that you can list somebody as a beneficiary on an insurance policy. We just have to make this much more fair.
Yeah,
and
that's all we want, is to be fair. I like it. I like it. All right. I like it. All right, we're going to come back. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about, it turns out you're related to Angelina Jolie. Do you know that?
Can't you tell?
Yeah. All right. We have pictures
The
that show...
resemblance. People stop me on the street all the time.
Oh, wait till you see the resemblance. We have pictures. We'll be right back after this.